Hump Day! What's going on, peeps, man? Happy, I guess it's Wednesday. I almost said, what day is it? I'm losing track of the days, trust me. It is, it's good to be back. It's good to be live with you guys. It feels like we haven't gone one-on-one since, about last week or so. How do I sound? Am I echoing? I feel like I'm echoing. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. It always sounds different from my computer than it does in the stream. I think I'm good. You guys let me know if I'm echoing, and I'll try to fix it. But I think I am good. All right. What's going on, everybody? Alan, I see you in the chat. LAS Carson 12. What's going on, man? Welcome back. I don't really know what we're going to talk about today, to be honest with you. Today will just be a one-on-one with you and the peeps. Me and the peeps. Hey, what's going on, Dwayne Boatwright? What's going on, man? What's going on? Unity Boxing. Oh, I already opened it. I thought it's going to be one of those streams. Thought I didn't open my beer. I already did. I'm going to step ahead of myself. Yeah, I just got home from work. Ate dinner. Had me some Jets. Pretty good. My favorite pizza place. While we wait more and more people to come in. For the guys watching live, and ladies. For the people who will be watching after the stream is over. Just a quick channel update. As the NBA season comes back, if it stays back, which right now, I'm going to be honest with you, it's not looking particularly great. I hope it's coming back, and I hope they can do this thing safely, so that way, come the start of next season, they know the safety steps, so that way we can have Detroit basketball. But we have until, the end of next month before the draft lottery to find out where the Detroit Pistons will be drafting. And I've almost covered everybody that I think the Pistons should draft. They're not going outside of 9. And we've scouted a lot of people. We're going to continue to do so on Above the Rim. But there'll be a couple mock drafts coming. But for the playoffs, I'm going to be talking more NBA in general. I'm going to be talking more about the games. I'm going to go live during some of the games. Some of the games will be on while I'm at work. And some of the games will be on when I'm going to bed getting ready for work. So I don't really know. Hey, Kira Lewis is the next one I'm doing. I was debating if I want to do that tonight or not. I like Lewis a lot. I really do. I'll definitely be talking about him, but he'll probably be one of the last ones I talk about. But yeah, my channel will be more going to NBA content and doing pre-games and post-games for all that stuff. So it's going to be different. I'm not going to stop talking about the Pistons. Obviously, Pistons news is coming first because it's what I like the most. But yeah, I'll be going live during a lot of those games and talking more NBA playoff stuff because it'll be actually on if it comes back. And if not, hey, we'll be here talking Detroit Pistons if it doesn't go on. How much longer do you think Rose will stay a Piston? He'll be here all next year. I don't see the Pistons trading him. I won't be shocked if they do, but I don't think they'll trade him, especially if we get a point guard in this draft. There's not a way in hell I think we trade him. I think he's going to be here for all of next year, and then it'll be up to him to re-sign here. But I think that if the Pistons don't show to be a competent, competitive team next year, that after his contract expires, if he's not traded, he'll go somewhere that's going to compete next year. Well, I guess the following year after next year. What's going on, everybody? Shout out to all the peeps watching, man. What's going on, real Detroit Lions fans? What's going on? Yeah, man, Pistons got to get this offseason right, man. Hey, man, I don't know, man. The world's tough right now. Thoughts and prayers are with you and your family, man. Family comes first, man. I understand that. Got to take care of your loved ones first. Hopefully you all come out well and stronger, better than ever. We'll be here, DB, when you guys are ready to come back. But family comes first, man. Who do you believe we will draft? Well, man, it's gonna depend on where we fall. If we're a top 3 pick, it's Melo. I don't see how the Pistons pass on anybody. Oh. Hold on. Thank you for bringing that up. I gotta show y'all this real quick. Let me. I gotta share my screen. Let's go here. So this is from a tweet. It happened today. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. So, Complex Sports, verified Twitter account, doing mock drafts, okay? We all know what mock drafts are. And that guy who is blowing the smoke right there, Gabriel Deshawn with the money symbol, wanted to go ahead and comment on this. And I quite find it interesting. So, Complex Sports, due to the lottery system, is all random. Had LaMelo going number 1 overall to the Detroit Pistons, Anthony Edwards going number 2 to the Hawks, Obi Toppin going 5 to the Warriors, T-Wolves fall to 16 and draft Cole Anthony. There's no right or wrong answers. It's a mock draft. What's going on, Down 19? Shout out to everybody in the chat. It's a mock draft. For right now, we don't know who's going to have what pick. Odds are Pistons probably aren't going to have the first overall pick, but I'm optimistic and I'm hoping that's the case because I want that guy right there, LaMelo Ball. But Gabriel said, for the love of God, please don't let Melo go to Detroit. This guy's not a Pistons fan. He doesn't want the Pistons to get a good player. Here we go. Here was my response. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, here is your reasoning why to follow me on Twitter. The great one. Oh, shit. It's got 1K views. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But that's what I put to him. That's the only acceptable response. That is the only acceptable response that man should be getting. One more like away from 69. If someone could go like that, that'd be awesome. So I can get 69 likes. But then he goes, y'all need a lot more than Melo. And then proceeded to post the standings for the Eastern Conference. Well, no shoot, Sherlock. I gotta watch the language, man. I'm trying to cut back on it. But this dude had me going, dude. I was at work. It was busy. And I seen this stuff, bro. Well, no crap, bro. The Pistons were one of the worst teams. They need a lot more than Melo. Melo's not going to come in here and make them a better team. But here's the thing you fail to realize, Gabe, because you're not a Pistons fan. Blake Griffin has almost a year and a half off. Pretty much. He played, a handful of games? He's been resting for at least 6 months now at this point, it feels like. And by the time the regular season comes back, it will be a hot minute, almost probably pretty close to a year of being fully rested. Blake Griffin's a top 15 player, top 3 to his position. Him and LaMelo is going to be nasty. Plus, Derrick Rose had a great season. He is going to be coming back on the team, backing up LaMelo, if we get LaMelo. Plus, you have to re-sign Christian Wood. He was 20-10 when traded Dre. The dude's going to be great. Luke Kennard, Luke shot 40% from downtown. They're going to at least give you 13 apiece. At least. They're going to have more than Melo. There's a thing called free agency where you can go out and get more people. There's a thing called trades where you can go out there and actually get people from another team to come play for your team. That's what an NBA offseason is. Melo's going to be huge for the Pistons if that's where he goes. The Pistons might not get him. But if they do, he's sure as hell going to help that team out. Certainly going to have more than 20 wins. And then Michael Witherspoon, no, I don't know how to pronounce your name, Big Mike. I'm sorry, bro. I have to stick to calling you Big Mike. Goes, isn't that the point on my side? But I think someone commented on this. Oh no, there was something else that was commented on this. Something about me being mean or something. Show more replies to try that. Oh yeah. Guard. So that's how you pronounce it. No, you. Guard. I don't know how to pronounce it. It says, don't talk bad about LaMelo, or Detroit Drew will be mean to you. Probably. Anyone who thinks the Pistons should take Ball with the number 1 pick are the reasons Pistons fans suck. Ooh, sick burn. That's why you only got 1 like, bro. There's one thing for the guys who don't have Twitter. There's one thing you don't want to do on Twitter that involves the Detroit Pistons is talk bad about them. Because people will jump all over you. Like, Pistons Twitter is very strong. Our team sucks? Yes, it does. But our fan base is unbelievable and unbiased, and we don't give a freak about you. Care about our team. I just felt like I should share that. I don't want to make you guys go follow him. But yeah, I commented that. Man, I also put Stone Cold for the guy. I don't know if anyone ever. Yeah, put that out there too. With a what? Here's a funny meme for you though. I only got 3 likes. Very underappreciated. But that's a funny meme. Sorry, Will. Sorry, Will. Had to do it to you, bro. But yeah, people are hating on the Pistons, man. What other teams besides Detroit needs a point guard? Well, why don't we go do this? Let me go to Tankathon real quick, and I'll break it down to you. I forgot I gotta share my screen. Sorry. So we'll break this down. So where's the percentages here? Okay, so this is just the mock draft of right now without the lottery being in place as we sit pretty right now. So best chances, I think, I don't know where to go to see the odds, but Golden State, Cleveland, and Minnesota should have the best odds at landing the number 1 pick with 14.5% or something like that. Golden State, they don't need one. They got the best point guard in the game right now, Steph Curry. He's going to come back healthy. Cleveland, they got Garland and Sexton. Unless they're going to trade for one of them, they're not really going to go take a point guard. Minnesota just traded for D'Angelo Russell. They're not trading for a point guard. Atlanta, they got Trae Young. They're not really going for a point guard. The Knicks need one. And I think that's really like the competitor with us for Melo. Chicago, they could take one. Chicago really needs everything except for a shooting guard, though, to be honest with you. Same thing with Charlotte. I don't really know who they're going to go with. Washington, unless they're going to move on from John Wall, which with that contract they really can't. I don't know which way they'd go, but they got John Wall, they got Bradley Beal, they got Hachimura. They're either going power forward or center. Phoenix, yeah, they probably need a point guard. The Spurs, they're going to take the best player available. They can pretty much use whatever. DeRozan's a free agent, may not come back. Marcus Aldridge, he's getting older. They don't really have anyone to build around, so they'll take the best player available. Kings got De'Aaron Fox. They're not taking one. Pelicans, they're going to be taking best player available. They got almost every position to see. You got Lonzo, Jrue Holiday, Brandon Ingram, Zion, and Hayes. I mean, that's a pretty all right starting 5. I think they really need to go center, though. I think that's probably one of their weakest links. Portland, if they somehow get up that high, which I don't think most of these teams are going to be really in the concern for that. They got Dame, they're not doing one. Orlando, yeah, they could probably go for a point guard, but they got Markelle Fultz, and he's been playing all right for them. T-Wolves again, they're not really taking a point guard. Boston taking best player available. Dallas, best player available, because really Luka's their best point guard. Oh, snap. They got Kira Lue going to Milwaukee. That's Brandon Jennings 2.0, in my opinion. I like that. But that's really all we have to worry about. None of these teams are going to be in the lottery anyway. They're all going to be playoff teams, so we really don't have to worry about it. I just don't see how many of these teams really need to go after LaMelo. Like, they're not going to be desperate for him like we are. We need a point guard. If that makes sense. Hey, appreciate you subscribing, man. Thank you. I think the Pistons are all right, in a good position. I really do. But then again, a lot of people are either over-optimistic or negative. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you, bro. I am not sure the timeline for next season's regular season to come back. As far as I know, draft lottery will be the end of next month. That would put us in August. And then, is it September the draft is? I think the plan for them is to be back the first couple weeks in December. I think that's the plan as of now, but you can't really predict this stuff right now. Anything could happen. I don't think anything's set in stone. I think if something happens with the league right now, that they'll move the lottery up. At least I would hope so. And it might start the season back a little bit earlier, so I don't know what to expect with you. I can't predict any of this thing. No, I love Anthony Edwards. If we got Anthony Edwards, I'd be totally content. I actually don't know what I would do. If the Pistons had the number 1 overall pick, yeah, I want LaMelo, but right now Anthony Edwards is a beast. He's a dog. He's better than Melo right now. Both those guys are going to be monsters. I think both these guys are going to be superstars. Some of the best guards in the game in the next 10 years. I will not be disappointed if we got either one of those guys. I'll be happier than a pig in a pile of shit, you know. Is getting the Greek Freak impossible? Some reporters said, I don't see how he's going to leave Milwaukee. I don't. Milwaukee's done a great job of surrounding him with talent. They've been the best team in the East for like the last 2 years, if not 3. He's the best player in the league right now. He's about to be back-to-back MVPs. Bron's played good. Giannis has played better. Harden's played good. Giannis has played better. I mean, the dude can literally be Defensive Player of the Year and MVP. Like, he's that damn good. He's Shaq, but can play make and can run point. What's going on, Devin99? Wherever he goes, they're going to have the bag. He's probably going to have the highest contract in the league because he's playing like the best player in the league. And if he's going to go somewhere from Milwaukee to Detroit, you're not going to get a deal. Sure, we have a lot of front office people here who formerly in their careers have gone to Milwaukee. We have a lot of players who have been to Milwaukee, played in Milwaukee, who have played with Giannis, who are good friends with Giannis. But I don't know if he'd come to Detroit. If he goes anywhere outside of Milwaukee, because I just can't envision him leaving Milwaukee. Milwaukee hasn't done anything to butcher that or give me any reason to believe he wouldn't leave. But it is the NBA. We don't see what goes behind closed doors. We don't know what really happens. He might hate it there. I doubt it. It looks like he's really, really happy there. But if he does leave, I think he goes to a bigger city. Miami, LA, Golden State's a really popular one. I just don't see him leaving Milwaukee to go to a team like Detroit, who, I mean, as of right now, doesn't really have too many weapons to go along with them. Man, I don't know how to pronounce this. Let me try. I'm gonna try my best. Global Ken? Did I pronounce that right, man? Let me know. I really want to get it right. Global Ken 21 says, "Love you, man. Keep working." I appreciate the $1.99, man. I really do. Love that you guys love the content. It's only the start, man. Golden State have enough money to get another star? No, probably not. Their checkbook's looking kind of shitty. Drew, the city of Milwaukee has community issues. Sterling Brown, Giannis' teammates, was a victim of police brutality. Concerns for family safety could make a person leave Milwaukee. Any big city you go to is going to have that kind of problem, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't know. I've never been to Milwaukee. I can't speak on behalf of that. I don't know. But you're onto something, though. Family plays a big part. Giannis and his family are really close and tight. If his family doesn't like it there, who knows? Obviously, whatever happens, like I said, I'm in favor of the players, man. When I first started doing YouTube, I was more organization friendly, but stuff that happened to me personally with work and stuff like that, I'm players first, man. Whatever the player wants to do best for him, 100% behind. That's Kevin Durant. You don't do that. Brogdon from Sacramento is a free agent. He's solid. I wouldn't be mad or super stoked if we got him. That's what it boils down to at the end of the day, man. That's what it boils down to at the end of the day. It's all about me. You gotta do what's best for you. Because if you try to please other people, you won't please all of them. And it's the ones who you don't achieve that speak the loudest and are the harshest to you. But hey, if the Pistons are in the running for it, I'm all for it, man. Anytime you have an opportunity to get the best player in the league, you do it. Am I going to do any reaction vids? Yeah, I will. I got to wait for some good ones to come out. There hasn't been a video out there right now that I wanted to watch. It's not true. That's not true. Colin Cowher did Inside the Bubble, Outside the Bubble video. Actually, Crispy Flakes watched, and I watched his reaction to it. And the dude doesn't know basketball. Like, I can't watch stuff like that. Because I'm always negative on him. Because I don't see basketball the same way Colin does. Like, he had the Lakers outside of being an NBA championship favorite. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Because Rondo and Avery Bradley aren't playing him. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? LeBron and AD are like two of the top 5 best players in the league, and you have them outside of being a championship. They're the number 1 seed out west, bro. Like, I didn't think they were going to be that good, but they were damn good all season long. Playoff Bron is going to be different. And from what we've seen from Anthony Davis in the playoffs, he's not too shabby either. Yes, it's going to suck not having Rondo out there. Rondo's an excellent point guard, especially in the playoff time. Playoff Rondo is a real deal. Avery Bradley, you're going to miss his defense. But to say the Lakers aren't a title contender, that they're fakers, or what was the word he said, phonies, or not contenders, or whatever he called them, it's remedial. It's remedial. But then he goes and says that the Clippers are the favorite, which that's who I'm rooting for in the Battle of LA. Dallas is my second team outside of Detroit, so I'm rooting for them. I want them to go there, but they're not good enough to go so. But I think that Dallas will be a very, very good playoff team and a serious dark horse team. People are sleeping on them, man. People are talking about the Lakers, the Clippers, the Rockets. Nobody's talking about the other D. Mavericks will surprise some people, man. Luka's the real deal. They got Boban. Kristaps playing fantastic. OKC is going to be a tough first-round matchup. I don't know what to expect of them come playoff time. They were a surprise team this year. They played fantastic. Great offensive team. Tough defensive team. I don't know what to expect from them. And I think they're really going to hinge on CP3. Because I really think CP3 and Adams are really going to be the two leaders there who can kind of take some of these young guys under their wing and motivate them. Because not a lot of these guys have playoffs. There's a couple guys who, I don't know their whole roster top to bottom. But not a whole lot of guys on there have been put in the position that they were this year, where they were more involved in this team, where now they're going to be held to account on being good in the playoffs as well. You know, prior years, the guys who were here on OKC before had to go through Westbrook and KD. Maybe on another team they weren't, but this team they're good. I'm not sure really where the standings are going to be after these 8 games. I don't really know how the whole playoff format's working right now. I've heard things is the best record's making it. There's going to be a play-to-win thing, so I don't know. But, man, they're going to be tough. If I was, let's see, I think they're the 6th seed right now, are they? Is that right? So, whoever I am the 3rd seed, I think that is the Clippers. I don't want to play them first round, bro. Whoever's playing them first round, I don't want to play the Thunder first round. Because they're going to surprise some people. They'll probably take 2 games, whoever they play. As long as CP3's healthy. CP3 goes down, I don't know what to expect. I'm going for OKC because they go with CP3. Hey, man, it's good for you. Yeah, they do. Reggie Jackson. Wait, what? What did I miss? I don't know. What do you think of Ben Simmons? I think he's a bit overrated. I'm gonna take my biasm out of this one and just speak facts, because I don't like Philadelphia 76ers. I don't. And maybe that's because of the whole Embiid and Dre situation. Embiid's the best center in the league. It's not even close. I don't know why I whistled. Ben Simmons and Embiid is not going to work as long as he cannot shoot threes, because you have Embiid playing out there on the perimeter, shooting a lot more threes than what he needs to. Yes, Embiid can shoot threes, but the dude's like 7 foot tall and some change. He's strong, and he's got great footwork. He needs to be down there shooting mid-range and backing people down. Look at the teams in the East, man. Who's gonna have the advantage guarding Embiid? None of them. If they play Milwaukee, they're gonna have to put Giannis on them, and Brook Lopez and Robin Lopez. It's not gonna be easy for Embiid by any means, but he should have the clear advantage. You need to have him down there in playoffs, because basketball in the playoffs is slowed down. You have to go through Embiid. Playoff time, teams play real defense. I've seen Simmons going to play power forward. And this is going to be a long one because the Sixers teams are weird. The moment they signed Al Horford, I knew they weren't going to be legit. The moment they signed Al Horford, I knew they were not going to be a title contender. And they're not. They're not. The team does not mesh well at all. Tobias Harris, man, is their best three-point shooter. And that's about it. Simmons can't hit water if he fell off a boat. There was a video of him fishing at Disneyland. He caught a fish, went to go throw the fish back in the river, and it hit off the dock twice before it fell in the water. The dude can't even hit water. You have to, because people know he can finish above the... This dude's, 6'10", can finish above the rim. Like, this dude in the paint's unstoppable. This guy can finish on anybody. He's a great passer, good defender, good rebounder. But if you can't score more than 15 feet outside the basket, you're going to have a hard time. Because now people can double Embiid, your best offensive player, your best player on the team. When Al Horford's out there, I'm going to make him shoot threes. I'm going to double off of him. So now you can double off from Al Horford. You can double off from Simmons. So wherever Embiid's at, there's going to be two guys on him almost. I don't think Simmons is a bad player. He just doesn't fit with what they're doing there. If he went somewhere that didn't have a point guard and was able to be the point guard that had shooters, he would be all right. The dude's got all the talent in the world, man. He just can't shoot. That's the only talent he's missing. It's hard to tell what's going to happen in 10 years, man. I hope we get a winner outside the script like the 04 Pistons. Yeah, man. Definitely. Definitely. Although it'd be kind of nice to be the favorite once. I would like to be the guys who are supposed to sweep somebody. That ESPN, Sports Center, NBA Network, Fox Sports, FS1, any of them. Detroit Drew, the rest of the NBA channels. We're talking, the Detroit Pistons are going to go in there and they're going to sweep them in the finals because they're the better team. They have to do something, man. They can't have Horford, they can't have Simmons, and they can't have Embiid out there all at the same time. They're terrible with it. They are terrible. I've seen something like they were like one of the worst road teams in the league, but one of the best at home. They only lost like 4 or 5 games at home. Doesn't make any sense at all. They just don't have any floor spacing. And that's a problem in this NBA, man. I don't really know what to expect of them, man. I am pulling for Dallas in the West. I'm pulling for Milwaukee in the East because I love Giannis and I love Luka. I love the Mavericks in general. Outside of Pistons, man, that's my team I root for. The Wizards and the Kings. Oh, God, that'd be, like, terrible. Hey, man, whatever your wishes is, man, I hope that comes true for you. But for TV ratings, no. No. If the NBA was smart, they would somehow rig the playoffs. So that way, in the Eastern Conference Finals, you had Boston versus Milwaukee. Hey, appreciate the new sub, man. Boston, Milwaukee. That would probably be drawing a lot of viewers. You know, Boston fans are crazy. They talk a lot of trash. Milwaukee's got the best player in the league. People are going to tune in on that. And then out East, you want to rig it so that way the Clippers and the Lakers play. Because that is going to probably have more views than the finals. That is what everyone wants to see. And a best of 7, man, who is going to win? The Clippers or the Lakers? And that's going to all 7. You best believe that, man. What's going on, man? Thank you for subscribing. And then come playoff time or championship time, whoever you want to win, I think that once you get them there, let them play it out. People are going to want to see LeBron. If the Clippers win, they want to see if they can beat Giannis. But you have to have Milwaukee go. You have to let Milwaukee go. Milwaukee's better than Boston anyway. Honestly, I don't think Boston's going to win it. And I just think, I don't really know what to expect from the East because I'm not really sold on anybody. I think the only people who are really standing in Milwaukee's way is Toronto, and they have the mental edge. They know what they did last year. Now, granted, they don't have Kawhi, but they knew how to stop Giannis. That's really the only person I see giving Milwaukee a problem. Boston doesn't have anyone to guard Giannis. Tatum's going to score a lot. Kemba's going to score a lot. It's going to be barbecue chicken, man. They're going to be toast. Sixers, I'm not buying them. Miami's a tough team. They'll steal a couple games from Milwaukee, but they don't have enough yet. Next year when they trade for somebody big, then we'll start talking about it. Out west, man, anything can happen. I don't know if one team just has a big enough advantage over anybody else in the West. Like, think about it, man. If the Pelicans somehow make the playoffs and have to play LeBron the first round, like, that is going to be like the worst possible first round for the Lakers, because then it's going to be all about AD versus Zion. Which team made the right decision? And the Pelicans have been playing really good since Zion came. Now, granted, they haven't played basketball in a few months, so maybe they might be a little bit rusty. But when Zion came back, that team started playing for real. Brandon Ingram was playing like an all-star. Like, they were dangerous, man. Lonzo's having a great year. They got J.J. Redick coming off the bench. They got a tough backcourt, and Lonzo and Drew Holiday, they can legit shut people down. I mean, it's going to be tough if they make it in. Again, I don't know exactly how they're going to be judging who makes it in, who doesn't make it in. Because right now, I think Memphis Grizzlies has a 4 or 3.5 game lead against them. So they almost have to lose 4 games and have Lonzo, Zion, B.I., the Pelicans, and all that win 4 games while they lose 4 just to be caught up. So, I don't know, man. I mean, anything can happen. Playoff basketball is a different breed. The only thing that's going to suck about it is we're not going to have real fan noise. And that's what's some of the best part about the playoffs is. If someone hits a big shot, crowd goes crazy at home. If they hit a big shot on the way, it's dead silent. Like, the crowd's always vamped. Like, if you guys have never gone to a playoff game, as soon as we're allowed to go back into stadiums, dude, you have to do it. You have to do it. I went to the game where the Pistons lost by like 15 or 20 against Milwaukee, but dude, that environment was something like I've never experienced before, man. People just get hyped up for it. It's one of the best parts about watching NBA basketball in the playoffs. Is the fans. Fans go crazy, man. Their X factor is Tim Hardaway Jr. In order for the Mavs to advance, Tim Hardaway needs to play lights out. He's averaging what, like 15 and a half, 16 points this year? He needs to get to like 20 in order for them to advance. But he can do it, man. He's one of those guys who's streaky. If he catches fire, it's a wrap. Yeah, if I'm the Pistons, man, I'm waiting for a superstar to become available for me to use that money. Pelicans versus the Celtics. I think, yeah, if you keep naming finals matchups, you'll get one right eventually. Yeah, Luka and KP do have to stay healthy, but man, I'm pulling for him. So man, I'm really pulling for him. Tim Hardaway is thriving over there, man. He's a solid guy. The only problem with him is he's just streaky. He's just streaky. You're right. They do need a better option, Ben. They do. Actually, though, I think when Seth gets into the playoffs, he plays pretty well, though. He does play pretty well. The thing about the Mavericks is they just don't have a ton of experience in the playoffs. But Rick Carlisle is a great coach. He's been there. He's competed almost at every single level in the NBA, whether if it's a rebuild, championship contender, a guy who's just making the playoffs. Like, the Mavs are going to be a tough matchup for somebody, man. I just hope they can surprise somebody and take a series away. It would be really great if they played the Rockets and beat the Rockets, because a lot of people are hyping the Rockets up, and I don't buy it. Let's see. Who is our number one option next year, in your opinion, Drew? It's going to be Blake, if Blake's healthy. I think that's a no-brainer. Physically, he's the best player. He's getting the most money. He is a superstar when he's healthy. I think that's a no-brainer. But let's say he's going to be on a load management, or if he gets hurt a lot. I think your number one option then, depending on who you draft, is either going to be Derrick Rose, if he's still here, or our offense will run through, again, it depends on who we draft. I can't really go into too much detail. Once we get our player, I can answer that question a lot better. But if we get a point guard in the draft, he's gonna have to carry it. But if not, I'll probably say outside of Derrick Rose, if Blake's out, he'll probably have to go through Luke Kennard because he can play make and stuff. But I don't know. Do you see the following happening? Seth Curry in the playoffs and Steph Curry out? I mean, it's gonna happen. Seth is in the playoffs, I do believe. Oh, Harden got it too? I didn't see Harden got it. I only seen that Westbrook had it. Mavs are one guy away, in my opinion. Can Dallas afford to pay Greek Freak? I don't think they would have a problem with that. Oh, come on, Ben. Don't do me like that, bro. If they get Giannis, dude, it's over. If Blake leaves, can we get 2 superstars? If we draft them. Get drunk, Drew. It's only a Wednesday, man. It's only a Wednesday. I'm nursing Drew Weiser today. We'll have to save the hardcore drinking for the weekends when I don't have to work tomorrow. What's going on, Dose of Dion? Oh man, that's crazy. They both got. I only seen that Westbrook had it. How do you feel about Christian Wood's potential? This dude has worked his tail off to get to where he's at. He's earned every penny, nickel, and dime that he is going to get his way. This guy could be an all-star. He could be an all-star. Is Christian Wood a starting center next to BG? I have a different standpoint of where I want Christian Wood than a lot of people do. I think that if we do re-sign him, he will be our starting 5 next year. And a lot of guys don't like it because I've come to terms with this team being a poor defensive team next year. And once you do that, you come at peace with everything. You're going to have the point guard you draft, preferably Melo. Luke Kennard. You can put Mihailuk out there or Sekou at the 3, Blake at the 4, and then Christian Wood at the 5. And then you'll either bring in Sekou or Mihailuk, whoever you didn't start, and off the bench with Derrick Rose. It's going to be a bad defensive team. It's going to be a terrible defensive team. But offensively, they should be a top 10 offensive team in the league. And really, really fun to watch offensively. I think that it'll kind of come down to the last 2 minutes in a lot of these games where they can't stop anybody, but people can't stop them from scoring. Hell yeah, I'd love to get Jimmy Butler. The dude's work ethic is unbelievable. He got room service, he had security call on him because he was dribbling the ball in his room in Disneyland. Like I want guys with that mentality who are putting the game of basketball, the work and dedication that you need to do to get better off the court, to get better on the court. Like that mindset is what a Detroit Pistons should be. I love it. Wood should play power forward, in my opinion. Yeah, that's what his natural position is, but with what we got, yeah, play him where you can play him. Like, he needs to be on the court. Like, the NBA right now, it's kind of funny. Going back, like, I've been trying to watch a lot of my older videos because I'm trying to get a Detroit Drew / Detroit Pistons best moments of 2019, 2020. And when we had Andre Drummond, I'm reading a lot of the comments, is we need to get rid of Andre because the NBA is going to a positionless league. And now that we got a guy out there who is undersized, people are like, oh, we need to get bigger. We need to get a real center. So it's just kind of funny. I did a quick Google. People think Dallas is tampering Greek Freak. Dallas Drew activated. I like Dallas Drew. But Detroit Drew always comes first. Either way, I got to keep Double D. Jimmy Butler sent all of his teammates basketball hoops so they could practice like 2 months ago. He's a dog. I'd love to have him, man. Absolutely do. Kyrie definitely needs to get some opportunity, man. He's just been hurt. That's the one thing it really boils down to. I think Kyrie's going to be a monster, a great player. Mihailuk got a lot of opportunities this year once Luke Kennard got hurt. So, knowing what he did with Luke Kennard being out, when Luke Kennard gets back, I don't know what to expect, but you got 2 young shooting guards who can shoot the lights out. Hey, Drew, you know the Cavs going to try to make Drummond like Brook Lopez. The funny thing is, since he went to Cleveland, he shot a lot more threes. Only a couple of weeks from being a Detroit Piston to being the Cavs, he shot a lot more threes. I don't know. Dallas, to be perfectly honest, all the players are foreign. Yeah. Although that kind of seems more like a Spurs thing. But in my opinion, I think Dallas has the greatest European player. Turkish German, is that European? I don't know. I'm not good with my geography. The NBA's positionless. Tell that to teams that have won champions. They play different though, man. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying though. It's like, look at Golden State when they were shooting the lights out. Like, everyone always said they were the best 3-point shooting team of all time, but they also led the league in 2-pointers. And then they had guys like Andrew Bogut, Zaza, JaVale McGee come in there and did dirty work, and it fit perfectly. You have to have a center. That's why the Rockets aren't going to be legit, because they don't have any of that. They legit have P.J. Tucker playing the 5. Like, no, that ain't going to cut it. Like, even though the league's positionless, at least Christian Wood can guard the bigger guys. Like, at least contest their shots. P.J. Tucker, if he had to play Joel Embiid, is going to get cooked. Like, Joel Embiid's going off for 40 every single night. Would you love to see Wood in camp working out and mentored by KG? Absolutely. KG's a dog, too. Blake for Giannis, please. Thank you. Sekou plays post, not 3. Seriously, execute one later. Yes, sir. Are we going to keep Jordan Bone? I don't see why not. I hope we do. Dallas would run the table for 4 to 5 years with Greek. Dude, think about that, though. If they did get the Greek freak, oh, like LeBron ain't beating them, Clippers ain't beating them. It's raw rap. Actually, the Clippers could, because they would be a tough matchup for them, though. I don't know, but I'd root for them, man. I definitely would. Rockets only got Tyson Chandler as a center. Yeah, and he's old as dirt, bro. It's old as dirt. Would need a weak side help. The only thing about Wood is, he's not an elite rim protector. That's why if we go out in free agency, get JaVale McGee or Dwight Howard, someone we're not looking to play a whole lot, to get about, 15 to 20 minutes a game. Even that might be stretching a little bit. To come in there and just get some stops, be awesome. Next, dude. Here's my thing though, is because I've been looking at the Pistons roster. I've been trying to do a lot of just like outside the box videos about the Pistons, and it's tough when you don't have basketball for so long and there's not quite into off season yet. But I'm looking at the teams next year. Washington's getting John Wall and Bradley Beal back, plus they got Roy Hachimura. They're going to be a good offensive team. Who knows what they'll get in the draft? Who knows who will come there in free agency? The Nets are getting KD and Kyrie back. They're going to be a top 3 team in the East, if not number 1. Depending on what Milwaukee does. They're going to be a tough team. Plus, they got LeVert still. I don't know what's going to happen with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then you got DJ Augustin and Allen, who are coming in there to get rebounds and blocks for shots. Like, they're going to be tough. East in general is going to be tough. So, you got 2 teams right there in Washington and Brooklyn who are going to probably be the playoff team. I'm not so sure about Washington because I'm not sure how healthy John Wall is going to be after missing 2-3 years of basketball now. But he has to play well. You paid him a lot of money. He has to play well. He has to perform. But then, I'm just looking, Milwaukee's going to be a playoff team. KD and the Nets are going to be a playoff team. Boston, Toronto. I'm not ranking these in any way. Philly. I feel like I'm missing a big one here. Indiana. Who am I missing? Hold on. Milwaukee, Toronto, the Nets, Boston, Philly, Indiana. Orlando's been pretty tough. Dude, I feel like I'm missing a big one here. Hold on. I got to cheat. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. Cleveland, believe it or not, is going to be a tough team. I think that they'll be competing with Detroit for a playoff spot. Again, I'm not saying either one of them will be making the playoffs. Let's see. Oh, the Heat. I forgot the Heat. That's who I was forgetting. So there's already 7 spots filled. Like Milwaukee next year making the playoffs. Raptors next year making the playoffs unless something drastically bad happens to them. Celtics making the playoffs. Heat are going to get better. Pacers making the playoffs unless they lose Victor Oladipo and fall off the face of the map, which it might happen. Brooklyn's making the playoffs. That really only leaves one spot open. The Wizards are going to be a tough team. Cavs are going to be a tough team, and depending on who the Pistons can get in the draft, like a point guard like LaMelo, or if they get Anthony Edwards, they'll be fighting for it as well. So, I mean, next year, dude, East is going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. Now, standings-wise, they can be anywhere. They can be anywhere. I'm not sure who's going to be where. Like, we haven't even finished, technically, this season yet. It feels weird because we're supposed to be in the off-season. Like, we should have already known who we're drafting. We should be getting ready for Summer League right now. But the finals hasn't even happened yet, so... I don't know, man. It's weird. But next year is going to be crazy for the NBA, bro, especially in the East. And then out West, it's always tough. It's going to be a fun one next year. I think that next year potentially has the season to be one of the best unpredictable seasons we have seen in a long time. I don't know about Thon, man. I don't know. See, they got K-Love, and they got Drummond under contract for at least one more year. Then you got Sexton and Garland. I think that they draft Danny Avila, and their starting five's complete, and I think they'll be a pretty tough team. I think they'll be a pretty tough team. I really do. That's a pretty solid starting five right there. Got a good mix of young guys in Sexton, Garland, and Avila, however you pronounce his name. And then you get your two veteran leaders. Yes, Andre Drummond would be a veteran leader for him, with Dre and Kevin Love. Like they'd be pretty tough. Again, I don't know if that's enough to be a playoff team or not. And again, Kevin Love's gonna miss a lot of games. I think they'll be a tough team. Yeah, and Kevin Porter off the bench. Luke is very passive at times for some reason. A lot of what Luke... He did better this year, but his problem his first 2 years in the league was, like you said, he was being too passive. Like, you have to be aggressive as a shooter. As a shooter, you have to have all the confidence in the world. I never call him elite. To be a shooter, man, you got to have confidence in yourself. You can't second guess. You got to pull the trigger, because at times you're going to miss shots. You're going to miss a lot of shots. You are. But you got to have the confidence that the next one's going in. And that's really what it boils down to. Once you get that in your mindset, everything will just start clicking. Everything. Hey, man, we got 34 people in here and only 17 likes. What is up with that? How long have we been on? Damn, we almost been on for an hour already. Damn. You guys certainly do you certainly know how to make a night fly by, I'll tell you that much. I don't want to be on all night, but I'm not going to wrap it up quite yet. But while I'm waiting for more questions to get in here. Above the Rim will be this Saturday, 7 or 7:30. I'm not sure yet, on JMO's channel. We'll be talking bubble. We'll be talking Pistons and a whole lot more. I don't know if we'll talk draft or not. We got a lot of stuff we're trying to work out. We're trying to make better shows for you guys, because with no Pistons basketball, it's kind of hard to get topics all the time, you know? We're trying our best. We're trying to get a lot more of you guys on the show. If you guys want to come on. I've already had like several people hit me up saying they want to come on. I love it. I do. But if you guys want to get on, I'll add you to the waiting list. We'll get you guys on. You just have to hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. Links in the description with all DSA members and the DSA website as well. What you guys want to check out that website, because there will be some Detroit Drew merch dropping. I would probably say the next month or two. I got a couple cool shirts that I'm working on. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I might just have to buy out the stock for myself, because I like the shirts that much. Yeah, I think that's all the plugin I got. Now I don't have to do it at the end of the video. I got the plugin out the way. I love the new GM. I love Troy Weaver. I loved everything this dude has said. I think this dude's the right fit. I really do. He knows what it means to be a Detroit Piston. He said all the right things about the culture, about what he wants to do. I'm 100% behind him, man. I asked JMO who's the better ball fit for the Pistons, Lonzo or LaMelo. Who do you say? Melo. Well, it's, like I'd take either one of them, but I have to go Melo. Melo's got a higher potential ceiling than Alonzo does. I would take either one of them, to be honest with you. We need a point guard so bad. I'm getting new internet next month. I'll definitely be on so I can talk trash. Trash talks on. I don't know why I read it that way. Definitely, Ben. Would love to have you. Of course, Jimmo said Lonzo. That's his boy. You gotta pick your favorites. Although Lonzo's better than Melo right now, I would say, at least defensively. If you say so, man, I don't have any faith in the Lions whatsoever. This is actually the first year going into the Lions football season where I have not been hyped. I have not been pumped. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm not buying any of it for the Lions, to be honest with you, man. This is like the first year I can remember doing so. It's just, they haven't shown me anything. You know, even with Jim Schwartz and Jim Caldwell, who weren't the greatest, they showed me they could be competitive. They showed me glimpses of being good. Under Patricia, there's been like 2 or 3 games where they've shown me like, all right, this team could be legit. So I'm not really on the Lions Kool-Aid train, bandwagon, whatever you want to call it. Like, we haven't had football in months, and it's going to be here probably before next season of the Pistons basketball. I really don't care, to be honest with you. I really don't. Do you think LaMelo is mentally fit to be a true leader of a professional team? Hell yeah, I do. His teammates right now love him. Absolutely love him. He's a good guy. Don't let LeVar leave a bad taste in your mouth. Lonzo and Melo are great teammates, bro. Thank you for subscribing, sir. Greatly appreciate it, man. Really do. We gotta be pretty close to 3.5K, man. Yeah. We're almost at 3.5K. We've been on 3K for a minute, man. I'm ready to get to 4K. Anything that anyone can say about the Lions is just gas at the moment. And we went through this ever since, yeah. Look, the Lions got potential, man. They do. They got talent, but they got a weird roster. Outside of Stafford, I don't really know if they have anybody elite. Kenny G is a good player. One of the most underrated wide receivers in the league, but I just don't see anybody on the defense that really stands out to me, to be honest with you. If you had to build a Pistons roster yourself, who would you have on that team? Can I pick anybody in the league? Or what are my limits here? Or is it one person I would build around? There's several ways I could go here. I think LeVar, man, he just likes a spotlight. He says some dumb things just so people talk about him. He's one of those kind of guys. I don't know how much he really believes or any of that stuff. E-Dog, I don't know what the point of the second bubble is. The only thing I can think of is just give guys some opportunities to get better. Like I said, if we get to the second bubble, if that ever happens, Blake, Derrick Rose, Tony Snell, Blanks, and Galway, they're not playing. It's going to be all young guys. It'll pretty much be summer league. That's what I really think it boils down to. And if there's a second bubble, I think that by the time, I think if there's a second bubble, they need to weigh it and just use it as a summer league. Have every team play, and have that be the testing ground for next year. You know. Damn, I really don't want to go to work tomorrow. I'll be honest with you guys. The time's ticking down, man. I don't want to go to work. 7 o'clock already. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. If you guys have any videos you guys want me to react to after the stream's over, you can go ahead and comment down below. Or you can hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. My DMs are open. Yeah. You know what I mean. But you can guys go ahead and leave me some videos if you want me to react to them. I love reacting to videos. I give my honest opinion. go ahead and drop them down, bro. If there's anything you guys want me to talk about at all, or if you guys want to come on the Above the Rim show, or if you want to come on with Detroit Drew, let me know. We can make it work. We'll make it happen. I am a man of the people. And the people love Detroit Drew. Yeah, man. That's really all I got for you guys, man. Hopefully you guys have had a good week so far. Hopefully your week gets better. If not, I will definitely see you guys tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow. I'll have to find something. If not, if I don't have a video, we'll probably be back live tomorrow scouting Kira Lewis, because I like that guy. I really do. I think that guy could be a really good player for the Pistons, man. I watched his highlights, man. He just reminds me of a young Brendan Jennings. Skinny as a twig, quicker than a hiccup. Like, this dude's a pretty good, cool player to watch. So if you guys have not watched him, I recommend it. I like him. I really do. But you guys have a safe night, man. I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow. And that's the bottom line, because Detroit Drew said so, man. Peace.
Are you ready?